What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to stop. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Well, hello, people. Hello. Girl, what's going on? What is going on? Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 here today on June 5th in the year of our Lord 2025 to give you your news for the day. And we got some news to talk. We got some things to talk about today now, don't we? Now, don't we? Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Girl. I'm already breaking into my snacks for today so that I don't spike out. Mm-hmm. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Baby, listen. Baby, we gonna get there. But when I tell you, whoa, God. When I tell you the people, these girls are having knockdown dragouts. Baby, listen. Y'all know we gonna get into it. Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all. I can't help but laugh, y'all. It's so funny. Oh my God. It's so funny. It's so funny. We gonna get there, okay? We is gonna get there. Do you hear me? We gonna get. What do y'all want from me? Go ahead and like the video, share the video out, all of that good stuff. We need to get into the algorithm, okay? We need to get into the app. Now, listen, y'all, I'm going to be real honest with y'all. I was a little bit late because I was trying to make sure I was caught up. Because, girl, the way these girls was going at it, I'm over here on Twitter, just refreshing Twitter. Over it. Oh, I'm over here refreshing Twitter over and over and over to make sure I miss nothing. So, girl, okay. I was following this one Twitter account that was keeping me updated on everything. And so I feel like I'm updated. We just gonna have to go with what we got today, okay? But I do have tweets. We have the receipts for you. Do. Let me say hey to y'all, and then we can go ahead and get this party started. Hey, the informed child. The informed, what's good, bro? What is going on? Demetria. Hey, beautiful. How you doing today? Girl, Demetria, we finna have some fun today laughing at these clowns. Laughing at them. Hero! 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 Hey. Child Harold, girl, we finna get into it, honey. Baby, Harold said he's serving lemonade tea over at the refreshment table. If you need him, go see Harold. He's one of our hall monitors over there. He's been a hall monitor for a long time. He's an old school hall monitor. He ain't new to this. He true to this, okay? Go see Harold if you need some refreshments. He's got some lemonade tea over there for you, okay? Make sure y'all do the stanky leg over there down to the like button. Make sure you share the video out, all of the good stuff. Because the people need to be over here enjoying themselves like we are. Tracy W., how are you, my love, my doll? We got Terrence. What is good, bruh? Child. You know this gonna be good. Woo, child. Hey, crazy homebody girl, what's going on? Universal goddess, what is going on, boo? Hey, girl, hey, Lock Queen, what's up? Now, Tanya, now where you been at, Tanya? You been skipping my class the last few days. Now, where you been? Tanya knows she my boo. I fights about Tanya, okay? Hey, Miss Cookie Ray. Miss Cookie Ray, we got a lot to talk about. Little baby, you okay over there, my love? You okay over there, little baby? You all right? You good? If you all right, I'm all right, little baby. If you all right. Jeannie, what's going on? Hey, friend. Child, I love you too, girl. Hey, LaDonna, what is up? What is up? I got some water stuck in my ear still from this morning when I took a shower. It will not come out. I'm gonna have to go get the little stuff. You know, they give you the little moisture that you put in your ear when you get water stuck in your ear. Baby, that water is way down in my ear, honey. Way down there. Child. We is about to have a time with these clowns today. We told them this was going to happen. Hey, L. Sid, what's going on? Child. Oh, no. One of my cousins who was like oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Tracy W. We definitely praying for you today, Tracy W. Certainly we send our condolences and prayers to you and your family. Let us know if you need anything, Tracy. We are here, honey. Katrina, what is going on? Child, they on fire. I'm burning up. You call them the gentle giant, child. It's always the giants that be gentle and little motherfuckers like me that be fucking shit up. Child, it's always sunny. Everybody was spike. Wasn't they spiking up? Didn't they just need them some candy or something? Cause they was spiking out today. Child, girl. Hey, Janae. Child. Child, I need to see. We need pictures down to the members only chat, Janae. How you doing today? We need to see the pictures. Montrez, what's good, bruh? Child. Now look at here. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. What's going on, Paul? Paul. Girl, you see these girls, Paul? Montrez, I just found them. And they good, too. They real good. Made with real fruit juice. They real good, Montrez. Go get you some. I got them from Publix, down to the Publix. Girl, they are fighting. A mess. Why don't y'all send all of them South Africans back? But here we are. Girl, Uncle Jay. Hello, Uncle Jay. How are you doing, Uncle Jay? You okay, Uncle Jay? How was your day today, Uncle Jay? Because I got to make a whole situation about saying hi to Uncle Jay. Because yesterday he said I ain't say hi to him, and I know I said hi to him yesterday. Did you red ball back, Uncle Jay, and see that I said hi? Girl. Cha. Hey, Miss Baythang. We go get that, Samira. You know we are. Hey, I almost called my own name. Hey, Brittany Janae. Child, we got so much news today. That ain't even the only news today. We got so much news to do today. The dossier is so packed. Okay. The dossier is so packed. So packed today. We got so much to talk about. Hey, Cams, I hit you up yesterday and you ignored me. See how you do me? You don't care about me. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Shay. What's going on? Hey, Jay Parrish. I'm glad y'all came over here, down to the L Teddy 27 to get the real commentary. That's what we do over here. Hey, Symmetry. Making sure I get everybody in here. Hey, C Golden, Xavier, how you doing today? I know Paul probably was updating his membership. Paul being a member. Hey, Yana Boo. Trying to make sure I got everybody. Hey, Ravine, what's going on? Hey, Tracy C. Cha. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at him. Child. A mess. Child. Anyway, we're not gonna start with the mess. We got to start. We have to focus. Okay, focus. We are gonna get to the mess, but it's Pride Month, so we're gonna start with our daily Pride Month fact. Now, it just so happened that Janae beautifully segued into our Pride Month spotlight for today. Now, our Pride Month spotlight for today is someone who we've done before, but I always try to infuse this person back into our Pride Month, Black Gay Pride history, and when we do our Pride Month features, because so many people are not aware of this person. and and their history. And so as we get new people in the channel, we certainly want to spotlight and highlight this individual because so little information is ever said about them, and so we always like to feature and highlight this person. So as for some of you all that have been here for a while, you'll recognize this person because we've done them before. But certainly I want to bring light, shed some light on them and bring attention to them this year again, so that those people who may not have been here in the past may be come familiar with them. So our Pride Month feature for today is none other than William Dorsey Swan. William Dorsey Swan. And I say that Janae did a great segue talking about her doing her drag show, because William Dorsey Swan was the first drag queen. Mhm. William Dorsey Swan, as you see there, was the first drag queen. Swan was born into slavery in Maryland just before the Civil War. In the 1880s, as a young adult, he moved to Washington, D.C. to find work to help support his parents and siblings. In Washington, he found the Emancipation Day Parade, an enormous annual celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the U.S. Capitol. The highlights of the parade were the highlights of the parade were called queens, beautiful crowned black women who personified African Americans' newfound freedom. The queens of the Emancipation Day parade so inspired Swan that he adopted the title queen for himself at the secret dance that he and his friends called a drag. The word drag possibly comes from a contraction of grand and drag. So that's what they're saying that comes from, um, which is an early term for a masquerade ball, grand drag. And so it's stated by the National Museums of Liverpool that quote Swan consistently resisted the censorship of their drag balls and continued to organize and hold events in Washington D.C. for several years. Swan was sentenced in 1896 to 10 months in prison for the false charge of quote keeping a disorderly house, end of quote, and also known as a brothel, end of quote. So he was charged with uh, and sentenced to 10 months for the false charge of having a brothel. That made Swan the earliest documented American activist to take steps to defend the queer community. Now, what happens is people start to find out that Swan had begun to dress as a woman and do shows. He would go and do shows dressed as a woman. People got upset about it, and they found these trumped up charges, no pun intended, but they found these false charges to try to charge him with because there wasn't a crime against being a drag queen at that time. And so they end up getting someone to have these false charges on him, and they accused him of owning a brothel, even though he did not, and he continued to do drag and perform even after that, happened. um and so he would have his balls and his shows where he continued to dress as a woman, as a female impersonator, and do drag well into his later life. Authorities, of course, could not stop him, and it especially didn't stop Balls and others after him from expanding to other cities. So he was the inspiration for many, many, many at that time that started to come about in other cities and start to have their own and start to have their own drag balls. He died in Hancock, Maryland, in on December 23rd, 1925, at the age of 65. So that is the story of now there's a longer story about all that he endured in Washington D.C. He was an openly gay man. Um and and he continued, like I said, to perform well into his later life. Actually his brother Daniel Swan would help him by making his costumes for that he used to perform. And they said that record show, and record keeping back in the 1800s, early 1900s wasn't what it is today, but records show that he performed, they say, for between 40 and 50 years. They say he performed for between 40 and 50 years as a drag queen. So it's great to know where that term comes from. The term queen he got from those queens that he saw in that emancipation excuse me, my throat, in those Emancipation Day parades, those black women that were in spotlighted in the parades. And then the term drag, um, they say is best known to be traced back to, the etymology is best known to be traced back to Grand Rag, which is the name of a masquerade ball. And there you have it. William Dorsey Swan, the first ever drag queen. So hopefully you learned something. Hey, Candace F, if you did not know who William Dorsey Swan was, today you learned of him, who he is. And so if you learned something, put a 27 in the chat. If you learned, maybe you did not know. Well, they would lead you to believe. They always try to take credit for what we did, Xavier. Hey, Xavier. They always try to take credit for what we did. Hey, Catherine Powell. But yes, that's the story. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, oh yes, I bring to you the late to great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
I'm just over here regulating my sugar levels. Ooh. These gummies are real good and sweet. Oh, girl. We over here trying to regulate, okay? Something that these girls should have did earlier. Hey, Chef Don. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Terry. Child, let me have another one. Larry, we need you one more time. One more time, because it's one of those days, Larry. One more time.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And who shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Hey, Chef Don Don. Chef Don Don say I had to bring the Don Dons over. Well, I thank you for bringing them over. Hey to all of the Don Dons that came up in the room. I hope you enjoy yourselves today. We have a real good time over here. We have a wonderful community where we talk politics in our very own special way. Let me say hi to some of the people that came in. Hey, Bama Girl 0112, GG. Ciao. Welcome to the house. Harold says, welcome to the house of debauchery. Harold is one of our hall monitors for our class. Okay. Larry, stay on standby, Larry. We may need you again. Hey, Precious Jewel, what's going on, sweetheart? So listen, I'm gonna try to chronicle this. I have the tweets. I didn't get the tweets between everybody in the world. I just have most of the tweets between these two. So let me try to go back to the beginning. Let me try to find because I should have labeled these so they would be in order. That's what I should have done. I should have labeled these so that they would be in order, but I'm gonna find the first one. Okay, so this is where we start because we are in. Let me put the banner down. We are in MAGA Armageddon. Okay, we are in MAGA Armageddon. Okay, that's where we are. It's MAGA Armageddon. The girls are fighting. Now we told, hey Butterfly, hey Savon, we told Elon that Donald John ain't loyal to nobody. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn about nobody. And he turns on everybody. And here we are. So we have to go back. Now this started a couple days ago, on Tuesday to be exact. Now, this started on Tuesday. On Tuesday, Elon Musk, right after he left, remember on Tuesday, they had it wasn't Tuesday, a couple of days ago. It was I forgot what day that was, but a couple of days ago, he had the whole as matter of fact, we reported on it Saturday. I think it was Friday or Saturday because we reported on it during Silly Saturday. When Elon Musk left the White House and was no longer going to be involved with the Trump administration. That happened late last week. Tuesday, Elon Musk woke up and chose violence, and he tweeted this: I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. Now, this is him talking about the big, beautiful bill, whatever they want to call it. Mind you, you have sitting members of the House like Marjorie Taylor Greene openly admitted that there were huge sections that she did not read and regrets voting for it because the stupid ass whore Marjorie Taylor Greene never even read the whole bill, but just voted for it anyway because her God King Donald John said vote for it, right? Now she's backpedaling and pussy popping, said if it makes it back to the House after the Senate revisions, she can't vote for it. Girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, eat my ass and die slowly, bitch. That whore Marjorie Taylor Greene makes my ass itch. I swear that whore makes my ass itch. However, here we are because Speaker Mike Johnson shoved that shit down the throats of House GOP members, and they voted for it anyway because they were afraid of their God King, Donald John. Well, when Elon Musk said that, Donald John did not immediately respond. So Elon Musk says, oh, well, I got a little more time today. He had a little more time today. So earlier this morning, I'm so mad this is out of order. I'm so mad this is out of order. I should have labeled these stupid L Teddy. Oh, this is all my fault, y'all. Okay, so this morning, is this one from this morning? This don't look like everything, y'all. Hold on. Where's the one from this morning? Because I got them all. I got everything. Don't worry about it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. So this morning at 11:20, this is what Elon does. Elon quotes an old quote from Donald John from 2013 when he said, Donald John said, cannot believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I am a Republican. I am embarrassed. Mind you, the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, has said that this budget would raise the debt by $2.9 trillion over the trillion TR over the next 10 years, right? And they're trying to raise the debt ceiling by $5 trillion. Yes, they're trying to raise the debt ceiling by $5 trillion in this new bill. So Elon Musk is mad about that, right? All of a sudden, he has scruples about him and morals, right? After he left the White House. So he retweeted Donald John's old tweet and said, wise words. He then, that was at 11:20. I want y'all to pay attention to these timestamps, right? About 26 minutes later, he retweeted another tweet by Donald John. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficits not allowed. I couldn't agree more. Now, this is right around the time that, so you see the timestamp, right? This is just around the time. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. Hey, Quake. This is right around the time that Donald John is in the White House and the press interviews him, and he says this.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his house being set on fire, which was terrible. But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different. And I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody. And he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it, but we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone. The whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Mr. President, speaking of ending wars.
Now, when Donald John got on that, was on television and started to speak, Elon says, "Oh, you thought I was playing when I said I choose violence?" And he tapped into his Cersei Lannister and said, "Oh, I'm really choosing violence today." So while Donald John is speaking, Elon is live tweeting. Here's what he said first. And this is while Donald John is speaking. He said, "Whatever, keep the electric vehicles solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill." In the entire history of civilization, no hyperbole there has never been legislation big and both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big and ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful is the way. That's what he said. He wasn't done. I told y'all he was tweeting while Donald John was talking, right? So the next thing he says was he quotes someone else while Elon's talking. And when Elon discusses him, he says, "False. This bill was never shown to me even once and was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it." That's what Elon Musk was saying while Donald John was talking. Also, while Donald John was talking, and then he said, "Oh, he would have won even without Elon Musk." Elon Musk then says this. That's it. Notice the times. I got the timestamps on there for y'all. That's why I left the times on there. He says, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate." That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, if you thought that it was going to end there, if you thought that it was going to end easily right there, oh no, 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 no. Oh, they were just the party was just getting started. The party was just getting started. So Donald John gets off of television, and Donald John, who's a whole petty ass drama queen, said, "Oh no, I know the fuck you lying. I'm the queen of social media. Do you know who the fuck I am?" And let me make sure I got which one he said. Donald John said this wait. All right. He said this first. Elon was wearing thin. He said this on Truth Social, making sure not to post on X. Elon was, quote, "wearing thin," end of quote. "I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. And he just went crazy." He then posted on Truth Social right after that, "The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it." Elon, an account that's been keeping me, this Autism Capital, it's a conservative account, but it's been keeping me up to speed on everything between these two, right? So they tweeted on X Donald John's Truth Social post, right? To which Elon quoted them saying, quote, "Such an obvious lie. So sad." Right? Then it went quiet for a little bit. Then it went quiet for a little bit, right? Donald John didn't post no more after that, right? Then Elon Musk said, bitch, I told you I chose violence. Bitch, you thought it was a motherfucking game. My name is Cersei Lannister, and I chose violence. And he posted this. Notice the timestamps. Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason that they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Have a nice day. He said, yes, girl, I have time. Hey, girl, hey. I have time. Do. Baby, listen. I have time today. That's what Elon said. Donald John says, girl, what? He said, he followed that up by saying, Elon Diva Musk has gone too far. We've lost our X premium across all government accounts. He must be stopped. People went and checked, and this is what you found. The girls are being real petty today. The girls were being real petty today. Super petty today. Like real petty. So then, oh, we're not done. Oh, we are not done. Oh, no. The girls were, baby, listen. The way Elon said, oh, girl, you thought it was a game? Snatched. Girl, the way Elon snatched that woman's soul out her body, girl, she was gagged. Girl, she was so mad and gagged. Girl, so now Donald John is feeling himself. He said, I know the fuck this bitch didn't. I know the fuck he didn't. But before Donald John could post before Donald John Trump could post anything, Elon, the people was going crazy. Donald John don't like when people talk about him like that, especially because the conservatives at this point were MAGA nuts were siding with Elon all over Twitter, right? All over Twitter. Next thing you know, Donald John says, I will not be denied. He posts this. He says, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again. Elon Musk said, girl, I don't have time for your fuck shit. That's how you feel? You tweeting about getting rid of my shit, right? In light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contracts, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Mind you, there are about 5 different government agencies already tied into Elon Musk's Dragon spacecraft, little project he got going on. I don't know what y'all want from me. I just report. These girls are over here windmilling. They over here windmilling. Oh, Elon wasn't done. That's 409. Elon said, girl, I told you I chose violence. That was 409, right? 414. He retweets this and puts the little face right there, the little face where the person said the relationship. Well, let me read the white part. The white part said, Epstein likes to tell people that he's a loner, a man who's never touched alcohol or drugs, and one whose nightlife is far from energetic. And yet, if you talk to Donald Trump, a different Epstein emerges. Quote, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy, end of quote. Trump booms from a speakerphone. Quote, he's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. End of quote. The person tweeted, the relationship between Trump and Epstein is well established. Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times, though it's not clear he ever went to the island. And then Epstein going back on the, not Epstein, Elon going back to the Epstein thing, put the little face on there like, oh, Elon says, "Oh, girl, I'm not done yet. Girl, I told you I chose violence today." So then Elon starts to go a little political. He says, "The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year." Replying to someone else's tweet. Now, the last tweet I got before I had to come live was Elon retweeting. I didn't have the video, but he posted someone posted a video of Donald John and Jeffrey Epstein hosting this big lavish party in 1992. And news outlets covered their big lavish party. And so the person tweeted the video, said in 1992, Trump partied with Jeff Epstein. Just going to leave this here. And then there you go, Elon being petty. These girls are being petty today. These girls say, I'm here for it. Who you got your money on? I'm just trying to figure out who you got your money. Right, little baby. This is a whole orange shirt situation. Can I get some orange shirts in the chat? Because we got a whole orange shirt situation going on. I'm just saying. We got a whole orange shirt situation. That's all I got now. Let me check and see. Hold on. Let me see if there's any updates. We got to make sure. See if there's any updates. Hold on. Hold on for a moment. Hold on. Let me check. Well, Kanye West has entered the chat. He entered the chat and said, "Bros, please, no. We love you both so much." This is what Kanye y'all can't see that. Let me upload this for you. Hold on for a moment. Let me get that. This is Kanye's. I think he posted this on tweet on Truth Social. Yeah, Kanye. I think he posted this on Truth Social. Hold on. Let me get this for y'all. Hold on. Why is that doing that? Hold on, y'all. Give me a moment. All right. There we go. So here's Kanye's tweet right here. That's what Kanye put. Mind you, Tesla stock have been falling all afternoon. Cryptocurrencies across the world have also been plummeting. I'm just making y'all aware of what's going on. This shit is comical to me. We tried to tell these hoes. Neither one of these hoes was loyal to anybody. We told both of them. We told both of these hoes that neither one of them was worth shit. Okay? Neither one of them is worth shit. Got pearls all over the floor. Right, Fred? Girl. Gigi, you notice he did try to speak for all of us. He tried to speak for all of it. Right. Go sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Please go sit your ass down somewhere. So hold on, y'all. Hold on for a moment. We don't know what's going on, y'all. But what we do know is that what we do know is that we ain't got nothing to do with it. We're gonna sit right back, eat on us something good, and watch these hoes implode. Mm-hmm. Universal Goddess says pearls, wigs, and teeth all over the floor. The petty part is when Donald John had to post on Truth Social that his Twitter account was snitch, and then everybody went over there and looked. They were like, "Oh shit!" Everybody was like, "Oh, oh shit, oh shit, bitch." You talked about canceling his contracts. Girl, let me snatch your good Twitter account. I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. Mm. This is why I love y'all over here. Because y'all be in my head. Damn, I really want you to get out my head, okay? Hey, Culture Love. mm. Child. mm. Child, I'll be monitoring throughout today's live. If there's anything else that we need to pay attention to, let me check one more time. Okay, that one account, that Autism Capital, it's a heavy conservative, right wing conservative account. They've been keeping me up to speed on everything. This is a whole orange shirt moment. A whole orange shirt moment. Now, for those of you new around here who don't know what an orange shirt moment is, it's hard to explain. It's I would have to go on my channel and I marked the video. I think I did. I think I marked that video on my channel. I think I did. Hold on. If I can find it real fast, y'all, I might show it. But yeah, you would have to go all the way back to know what orange shirt is. Okay. You would really have to go back on my channel. It's hard to explain. You would have to just see the video. Oh, I think I found it, y'all. I think I found it. Hold on. Hold your line. Let me see. Uh-huh. See if we can't find the video. I think we found it. No, that's not the video. Is that the video? Hold on. Y'all know what's so funny? Because there's even some people that are members of this channel that have no idea what the orange shirt video is. Okay, I found it, y'all. I found it. All right. What's so funny is on the orange shirt video. Hold on, y'all. Y'all want me to play it? Y'all want me to play it? I just want you to know if you want me to play it. Do y'all want me to play the video? Yes or no? We way over time, y'all. We way over. I'm supposed to be 6, 7 stories in by now. And we way over time, honey. We are way over time. So, see what y'all saying. Oh, y'all said yes, play the video. Okay, I'm trying to find trying to get it loaded right. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Trying to get it loaded. All right. All right. That's as best I could do. Okay. Let me stop sharing. that screen, share another screen. Now we did this on the anniversary of the orange shirt video. On my channel. Let me make this big. I'm gonna have to make this big, and then make it big over here. So hopefully y'all can see it. Here's the orange shirt video. Really oh God. Okay, I'm gonna try not to laugh during this. Just try to let it play through and let y'all go. All right, and watch. All right, watch in peace. Shut up, Ty. Shut up. All right.
She shouldn't have been talking that shit. Let them hoes up in the bathroom without you in there. They get your system. They are getting your system. They get your system. They are getting your system. They are wearing you low. They are wearing you low, system. They wearing you low, system. They get your system. Y'all swing back, bitch. They wear you down. You bitch. Don't swing back there. Just run! Just run, girl! Just run, sister! Just run, girl! Run, girl! Run, bitch! Run, bitch! Run! Run, girl! I told you! Don't mess with my friend that was gone, bitch! I'm down, girl! You turned down, baby! I'm down, you turned down! Yes, ma'am! You don't talk shit to my friend, I will tap your ass! That's right, girl! That's right! That's how... Let me turn around. Oh, they won't turn around. Bitch, and tap the hook and sister in a minute, bitch. They got sister. Sister came in talking this shit, interrupt them dick sucking bitch, and they got her, baby. She gonna learn, bitch. She gonna learn. She learned tonight. She was bloody as eating motherfucker, bitch. No, ma'am. Hell. How about that? Oh, there she go again. If you don't bring your bitch ass back, bitch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entirety. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the orange shirt video. That is the infamous. That's where we get the orange shirt from. That's why we have a lot of orange around here. Some people never saw that video. And so the girl, the light-skinned chick with the ponytail, it doesn't show up because of the contrast, but has on like this bright orange shirt when she get her ass whooped. And so many times people be over there getting their ass fucked up. They be over there getting their ass fucked up, and then got the nerve to try to come back and try to fight. And so whenever somebody getting their ass monkey stomped, we always call them orange shirt because they are the proverbial orange shirt person. So that is where the term orange shirt comes from for those people who are new here. So whenever we talk about somebody being an orange shirt, that's somebody getting their ass fucked up and keep coming back to get fucked up some more. Cha. Shout out to the orange shirt. Girl, the backstory is them girls was in the stall down to the punk bar getting sucking dick. And the girl, light-skinned chick, liked one of the boys and tried to infiltrate or stop him from getting his dick sucked. And the girl who was doing the sucking came up out that good stall and wore that woman out.
Child. Yeah, so that's the orange shirt video. He is orange, having the whole orange shirt moment. I don't know where that was, Harold. I don't know where it was. I don't know. I don't go to Bulldogs enough to know if that's what the bathroom looked like. And the few times that I have gone, I have not gone to the bathroom because I don't trust those people down to the Bulldogs. So I don't know. Anyway, that's the orange shirt video for those people who did not know. All right, we way behind y'all. We got so much news to cover. That's not the only news of the day. We got a lot more politics and a lot more important things that we got to cover. We got a lot of Diddy trial stuff. We got our Housewives of Atlanta shit to cover. We got Supreme Court shit to cover. We are way behind y'all. So we're going to have to go in lightning speed. Because really, B going to be looking for y'all at 6:45. So that gives me 41 minutes to get my life in order, to get through all this shit in 41 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to get through. I'm just saying. Anyway, so all of this back and forth, this orange shirt moment stems from the one big beautiful bill situation, right? Now, while Donald John is over there getting orange shirted by goddamn Elon Musk, well, senators alike are pulling out of support for this bill. They are. So let me read this to you. Senate Finance Committee Chair Mike Crapo, Republican of Idaho, warned colleagues at a special conference meeting yesterday afternoon that there are two likely no votes against the bill within the Senate GOP conference, which means just one more defection would threaten to derail the legislation, according to a senator who attended the meeting. He said, quote, "I think there are two of us who are pretty definite no's," end of quote, which means that nobody else, they can't afford to lose anybody else. Senator Crapo did not name the names of those people, but colleagues assumed that he was talking about Senators Rand Paul of Kentucky and Ron Johnson of Wisconsin. Now, those ain't the only ones, okay? They are not the only ones. Now, the expectation that Senators Paul and Johnson will vote against the bill could give more leverage to Republicans who want to make other changes, further delaying the efforts. So even though Rand Paul and Ron Johnson are ultra conservatives, you have some moderates who are on the fence about the bill as well, like Republican Senator Susan Collins, Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, Republican Senator Josh Hawley, and Republican Senator of Missouri, and Republican Senator Jerry Moran of Kansas. They don't want Medicaid spending cuts, and they're trying to get that off the table. Now, Republicans control 53 votes, which means they can only afford 3 people to vote no. If they get 3 people to vote no, then what happens is JD Vance gets to come and cast the deciding vote, because it'd be 50-50. JD Vance gets to cast the deciding vote. But if more than 3 people say no, it's a done data. I don't see it going through, not in its current iteration. Now, the other part about it is the Senate is making some changes to the bill to appease these people, which means it's going to have to go back to the House, and the House is going to have to vote all over again on the bill again, as it looks after the Republicans go through all of their mock-ups and updates to it. And you have several Republicans already saying they're not going to vote for this. So Donald John, while you over here fighting with your good girlfriend, your good Judy, You having a whole orange shirt moment, girl, your bill is getting thrown down the trash. I do want to go in a little more detail, but we ain't got that type of time today because I want to, normally I would go into the minute details, the minutia of some of these people ideologies and ideations and why they really are trying not to vote for that, but we way behind. We got caught up in the sauce with MAGA Armageddon or MAGA um Magarmageddon. That's what we'll call it. Magarmageddon. That's what it is. Anyway, in more sugar spiky news now, go ahead if you need to take a bite of a piece of candy to regulate your sugar levels. Go ahead and do that now. Y'all know anytime I put a picture of the Supreme Court up, it's never for a good reason. And here we are, a unanimous Supreme Court. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. A unanimous Supreme Court, meaning all 9 justices, made it easier today to bring lawsuits over so-called reverse discrimination, siding with an Ohio woman who claims she didn't get a job and then was demoted because she was straight, or she is straight, I should say. The justice's decision affects lawsuits in 20 states and the District of Columbia, where until now courts had set a higher bar when members of a majority group, including those who are white and heterosexual, sue for discrimination under federal law. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson wrote for the court that federal civil rights law draws no distinction between members of majority and minority groups. Quote, by establishing the same protections for every individual without regard to that individual's membership in a minority or majority group, Congress left no room for the courts to impose special requirements on majority group plaintiffs alone, end of quote. So now what that means is they've made it just that much easier for the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains to cry reverse discrimination against any and all minority groups. So somebody gets a promotion and the white person doesn't get one, then they're going to sue your ass saying, oh, that's reverse discrimination because you gave it to someone in a marginalized or minority group. And now it's open season on that because the Supreme Court just made it so. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Once again, let me say that again. It was a unanimous decision, meaning every single justice. Moving on. There's a travel ban going on. Those are the countries right there. You notice there's a big red blob over there in the continent of Africa. That's because most of the countries in that 12 country travel ban, more than half of them are in Africa. Let me read this to you. President Trump revived a controversial travel ban targeting a dozen mostly Muslim states. Now, if you recall, he had 2 travel bans during his first administration. He has revived a controversial policy from his first term, banning travel from 12 countries and adding restrictions on 7 others. The ban takes effect on Monday, June 9th, and applies to Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, not to be confused with the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Most of these countries were included in the original 2017 travel ban. Separate restrictions will apply to visitors from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Now, if you recall, Trump was on record calling many of these countries shithole countries, but now he's the president of the largest and most powerful shithole country. I mean, America is now a whole ass shithole country with a shithole president. And there you have it. We ain't got time for all my commentary today because we got to get through this stuff. But I will focus on this one a little bit. I will spend a little bit of time on this one because this one is important. Why is this important? Because this is something happening in West Virginia, right? But class, what do we know about these Republican states? If they can get something through in one state, they all become copycats and they try to repeat the same thing in other Republican states. This is happening in West Virginia. Women in West Virginia could face criminal charges if they miscarry. A county prosecutor told a local news outlet last week, urging women who miscarry to contact law enforcement. Quote, the kind of criminal jeopardy you face is going to depend on a lot of factors. End of quote. And that's according to the Raleigh County prosecuting attorney, Tom Truman. He went on to say, quote, what was your intent? What did you do? How late were you in your pregnancy? What were you trying to hide something? Were you just so emotionally distraught you couldn't do anything else? If you were relieved and you had been telling people I'd rather get ran over by a bus than have this baby, that may play into law enforcement's thinking too. End of quote. This same Raleigh County prosecuting attorney said he was personally opposed to prosecuting women who miscarry, but other law enforcement officials in West Virginia had said they would be willing to do so under laws that dictate the disposal of human remains. Although West Virginia bans virtually all abortions, it bans, like other abortion bans in the US, its ban does not penalize abortion patients, but instead people who provide the procedure. To protect themselves, Truman suggested that women call law enforcement after they have a miscarriage. He said, quote, call your doctor, call law enforcement or 911 and just say, quote, I miscarried. I want you to know, end of quote. They're going as far as saying that they're going to start to ask you if you said things like, oh, I'd rather do anything but have this baby. They are prosecuting women for miscarriages. Now, we did the story up in Ohio maybe about a year and a half ago. It was either early last year or late 2023 with the black women in Ohio, woman that in Ohio that miscarried, and she ended up going to court because she miscarried. I believe she tried to dispose of the fetus in the toilet, and she told them she was having pain. She told the people that she felt like the pregnancy was a problem. They ended up taking her to court. Fortunately for her, she didn't have to. The charges were dropped, but that doesn't mean that you don't have some of these states still trying to put parameters around women having miscarriages and saying that it's the woman's fault and prosecuting them. This is what we have going on in this country. Oh, somebody said they need Larry. Larry, they said they need you. I don't know why, Larry, they say they need you. Here's Larry.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Thank you, Larry. Ciao. They do. They do, Janae. They do. They do. Oh, no. They would burn the country down, Fran. before they outlawed that. No. Not the way the Republican Party has their gay sex parties once a week and needs to be able to get it up when they go down there to have Mr. Bolton and all and Fat Rabbit Killer and all of the other uh big dick black porn skanks blow their backs out and beat their boxes in, allegedly, on a weekly basis. Allegedly. Anyway, moving on, Columbia University is being told the education department is saying that Columbia University does not meet education accreditation standards. The education department announced yesterday that Columbia University was in violation of federal anti-discrimination laws, which put it at risk of losing federal student loans and Pell Grants. The federal agency said it was notifying the Middle State Commission on Higher Education, a college accreditation group that determines which schools can receive student loans, of the Title IV violation, arguing the failure means the organization should strip Columbia of its accreditation status. Linda McMahon, America's Bowel Movement, said, quote, after Hamas's October 7th, 2023 terror attack on Israel, Columbia University's leadership acted to deliberate indifference toward the harassment of Jewish students on its campus. This is not only immoral, but also unlawful. Accreditors have an enormous public responsibility as gatekeepers of federal student aid, end of quote. I'm not going to read no more of this. I can't stomach anything dealing with Linda McMahon. Please be clear. They have some of the smartest legal minds in the country that went to Columbia Law and graduated from Columbia Law. I promise you there's already a lawsuit filed. I'm not worried about this. Not all three of them banned Catherine. Well, as we do our belly flop out of the Sugar Spike segment and deeper into the dossier, today, down to the Diddy trial, we had a lot that happened today that I need to bring y'all up to speed on. So we're back to our daily updates. Lord. Let me lubricate my throat while I go through this. Lord. Oh, child. So, now, here are the updates. God. A former graphic designer for Diddy testified yesterday that he dangled her from a 17th floor balcony while screaming profanities, leaving her so traumatized she still has night terrors nearly a decade later and would wake up screaming. Brianna Banna Bongolin, 33 years old, a friend of Diddy's former girlfriend Cassie, told jurors that Diddy lifted her over the railing for 10 to 15 seconds, saying, before pulling her back and throwing her onto the patio furniture. She said the September 2016 attack at Cassie's Los Angeles apartment caused a bruise on her leg and pain to her back and neck. Jurors saw photos of her wearing a neck brace. Her bruise looked like it was the size of a softball. She took the stand during the fourth week of testimony in Diddy's trial and was a prelude to the next big prosecution witness, a woman using the pseudonym Jane, who alleges she was abused by Combs and made to participate in drug-fueled freak-off sex marathons. Soon after viciously attacking his longtime girlfriend Cassie in a hallway, Diddy sought out a security guard and predicted accurately that his iconic career would be ruined. His image and as the affable, successful Puff Daddy destroyed if the video of the beating ever became public. Eddie Garcia, 33, testified today that the hip-hop mogul made the comment repeatedly before giving him a brown paper bag stuffed with $100,000 in cash to him in order to buy what he hoped was the only copy of the surveillance footage of the March 2016 assault. prosecutors at Diddy's, trial have made the footage of they've been showing the footage and whatnot. A former personal assistant who accused Diddy of rape testified Monday. We don't need to know that. We went through all of that. Nope. Get to today. I'm trying to get to the big news of the day. Hold on. See, it's timelined right here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right. So the star witness for today was former employee of Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment. She was the star witness for today. She described repeatedly witnessing Combs Diddy beat Cassie. She testified that the day she started as Diddy's personal assistant in 2004, he threatened he would kill her if her previous work for rival rappers interfered with her work for him. Then she testified she watched in shock as he viciously assaulted Cassie, his on again, off again girlfriend for more than a decade. In 2011, she said this attack happened in 2011 after learning that Cassie was dating Kid Cudi. Oh, this is Capricorn. Why is this on here? We already did Capricorn. Hold on. Let me go back. Is this up to date? Hold on, y'all. June 5th. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I apologize. I usually have this together. Hold on, because I'm trying to get to this Jane person. That's the key testimonial today. Okay. Here we are. This is Diddy's ex-girlfriend. But before we get to Diddy's ex-girlfriend, that was when that Bongolan girl, she was on the witness stand. Okay, she went through direct yesterday. She got to cross-examination today. During her cross-examination, she acknowledged that Diddy did not squeeze her breasts so hard that they were bruised when he allegedly dangled her over a 17th floor apartment balcony in 2016. She said she fired the lawyer who made some erroneous claims, including about bruises to her breast. The Bongolan chick, her name Banna, also acknowledged that she smoked a blunt with Combs not long after the balcony incident and later went to one of his concerts at one of his private parties. This is all of the stuff the defense cross-examination brought out. Attorney Nicole Westmoreland asked, quote, "You weren't too fearful enough not go to Mr. Combs' event, were you?" She said, quote, "I always had a feeling inside, but yes, I went," end of quote. She had testified that the balcony encounter left her so traumatized that she had nightmares as recently as days ago and that she sometimes woke up screaming. The defense attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, then noted that Diddy might not have even been in Los Angeles when Miss Bongolan alleges he dangled her over that 17th floor balcony. Diddy was performing on tour for most of September of 2016, including dates on the East Coast around the time she took the pictures of her alleged injuries. The tour stopped in Washington, Philadelphia, Boston, Newark, New Jersey, and Newark, New Jersey, were from September 22nd through September 25th. On September 26th, the day the injury photos were taken, Diddy and Cassie were in New York City attending a charity benefit. The lawyer also showed jurors an invoice showing Diddy was staying at a Manhattan hotel from September 24th to September 29th. Diddy's tour resume in Oakland, California. Resumed in Oakland, California on September 30th. The attorney asked Ms. Bongolan, said, quote, "You agree that one person can't be in two places at the same time," end of quote. She says, in like theory, yeah, it's hard to answer that one, end of quote. But he does have a private jet And he can fly across the country at will whenever he wants to, ma'am. They broke for lunch. However, during a lunch break after the jury left the room, Judge Arun Subramanian told lawyers that he twice saw Diddy looking at the jury and nodding vigorously during the cross-examination of Miss Bongolan. The judge called it, quote, absolutely unacceptable, end of quote, and warned Diddy's lawyers that if he saw such a display in front of the jury back home again, it, quote, could result in the exclusion of your client from the courtroom, end of quote. Lead head defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said he understood, and Judge Subramanian said, quote, it cannot happen again. There should be no efforts whatsoever to have an interaction with the jury, end of quote. Prosecutors then had one of their analysts testify about cell phone data. His name was Enrique Santos. He worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan for 17 years. He said that he pulled data from 3 cell phones that were obtained from Diddy's former longtime girlfriend, Cassie. A woman testifying under the pseudonym Jane, she took the stand. She was one of the main star witnesses today. She was the one here that the prosecution really wanted everybody to hear from. The judge told jurors that they'll be provided with her real name. Diddy and his lawyers are also allowed to know her true identity. Jane testified that she dated Diddy from 2021 to 2024. She said she went by the name Bert while Combs was Ernie. Really? Jane said she got to know Diddy while she was on a girls trip with a friend who was dating Diddy at the time. Jane testified that Diddy was, quote, really charming, really nice, in the quote, and she was drawn to him quickly upon meeting him. After hanging out at his home on Star Island, Jane said they all went on Combs' yacht. There, she said she bumped into him near the bathroom and they decided to exchange phone numbers. She told jurors she didn't do any drugs during the yacht encounter, but during the trip, saw Combs and others ingesting pink powder. That's pink cocaine. We learned what that was from Young Miami, pink cocaine. She said their first date was January 2021 meetup at a Miami hotel that evolved into a torrid 5-day stay. She recalled eating dinner with him in their hotel, watching the sunrise with him from the balcony, and taking morning walks together on the beach. After the trip, Jane said she was, quote, pretty head over heels with Sean already, end of quote. Soon she said she was joining him on his private jet for a 9-day trip to Turks and Caicos. They later took a trip to the Bahamas. After each, Jane said Diddy gifted her $10,000. Jane said she was dating Combs at the time of his arrest. She said she was dating Diddy at the time of his arrest last September. Interesting. She wiped away tears as prosecutors asked her about a turning point in their relationship. May 2021, when she said Combs started having conversations with her about her sexual fantasies involving other men and role playing. After a loving start to their relationship, Jane said Diddy started having her look up scenarios on porn sites, asking her, quote, do you like what you see there? End of quote. One night after they'd been doing drugs and having sex at Combs' Star Island home, Jane said that Diddy asked her about involving someone else in their activities. She said she acquiesced because, quote, it seemed like he wanted that and it was turning him on, end of quote. Within hours, you mean the Tootsie Roll got turned on? Okay. Within hours, she said she was in a Miami hotel watching Combs' assistant setting up the space for a freak off. Diddy would pay for her flights to see him in Miami for their bi-weekly meetups and gave her $6,000 for a moving truck, she said. Asked by a prosecutor what Diddy said about why he was giving her money, she replied, just because, end of quote. He'd also give her drugs whenever they had sex, she said. Among the drugs they did, she said ecstasy MDMA, cocaine, and ketamine. She fondly recalled her first few months with Combs before he involved her in freak-offs. She says she enjoyed spending time alone with Combs and liked how their intimacy evolved as they got to know each other. Now, here's my question. Is this not Young Miami? That's my question. Who is this? Because how long was Young Miami dating Combs? Not Combs, but Diddy. And if this lady was dating Diddy all the way from 2021 until he got arrested just last September, this ain't Young Miami, because I thought he was with Young Miami. Y'all help me understand. Chef Don said, oh no, this 50 baby mama, Daphne. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because I was trying to figure out. But so when was he dating Young Miami? That's my question. Or was he dating them at the same time? Child, girl, child. Anyway, moving on. She testified that she was always at the ready to see Combs, making sure she had childcare lined up and that she looked her best for him. So you just throwing your child to the side for his raggedy Tootsie Roll having ass. She said, quote, it's really like being beautiful for Sean, and he liked me being beautiful for him, end of quote. She noted that it cost her a lot of money to keep up her appearance and availability. Combs pitched in at times, she said, one time sending her $20,000. He was increasingly controlling as their relationship went on, she said. She saw her friends less and less frequently, spending most of her time with him. She testified that at one point she considered creating an OnlyFans account showing off bikini pictures and other content to paying subscribers, but Diddy did not like that idea. She said she was intrigued because a friend of hers had claimed to make $4 million on that site. Quote, let's just give it time and let's think about it. End of quote. She said Diddy told her. She said she never ended up making an account at that time. Instead, she said Diddy drew up a, quote, love contract, end of quote, under which he'd pay her rent for a new home with a bigger yard and better amenities. She leaned forward and toward the witnesses as she was testifying, though several jurors sometimes looked at Combs as she spoke. Diddy mostly looked straight at her, though it did not seem that she ever reciprocated. She seemed focused on AUSA Maureen Comey throughout her testimony. Her testimony came after the judge said he spotted Combs twice nodding vigorously at the jury and was rebuked and reprimanded. And that was all for today. She'll be back on the stand tomorrow. Yeah, she'll be back on the stand. Yep. They expect her to be on the stand for several days. And that's your update on the Diddy trial today. God be with us. Our forever first lady is in the news. Our forever first lady is in the news. Now, what she said. She's opening up about Malia's journey toward independence during a recent interview on Kate and Oliver Hudson's Sibling Rivalry podcast. She shared details about how her daughters are navigating life on their own, including dropping the Obama last name. In a moment that captures the challenges of raising children in the spotlight, she said, reflected on her reaction when 25-year-old Malia decided to drop the Obama surname for her directorial debut. Quote, our daughters are 25 and 23. They are young women, but they definitely went through a period in their teens where it was the push away, end of quote. Michelle Obama said during the podcast. She continued saying, "You guys know, quote, you guys know that as the children of parents who are known, you are trying to distinguish yourself. I mean, it's very important for my children to feel like they've earned what they are getting in the world, and they don't want people to assume that they don't work hard, that they're just naturally handed things. They're very sensitive to that." End of quote. I mean, I can understand it. Malia said, "I don't want y'all to think I just got this because my last name is Obama. I got this because of my own merits." And I understand that. She ain't getting away from the name permanently. She's just doing it for the purpose of, artistic purposes, so people don't think she was handed anything. Malia says she have to work hard. I'm just saying. She said, leave her the fuck alone. Don't be asking her no motherfucking questions. And I'm glad that our forever first lady is okay with it and is supporting her daughters. For you sports fans out there like me, um it's being reported by ESPN's Ian Rappaport. I'm sorry, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, that Aaron Rodgers is signing a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know my frat brother Mike Tomlin ain't have nothing to do with this. I know this was all ownership because I know my good frat brother Mike Tomlin don't want nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers' old raggedy ass. I mean, sir, you ain't gonna win no Super Bowl. You ain't gonna catch nobody's records. You ain't gonna do nothing of significance over the course of this football season. Go ahead and retire. Why the fuck are you here? You aren't even a good quarterback anymore. Take your ass on. Take your MAGA Trump loving ass, anti-vaxxer, anti-mask having ass on and get the fuck away from us. Sir, go with God. Child, a bitch just came. Girl, just saying. In other news, so we have a little bit of sad news. Kadia, who you know from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when she used to be messing around with Young Jock. Remember, she claimed that she was just, doing business with him, and we found out he was blowing her back out. I mean, as much as you could blow somebody's back out with Young Jock's little ass meat, but that's not here or there. But they're saying that she passed away. They're saying that she passed away. She was 44 years old, and her brother confirmed um that she passed away. They have not shared her cause of death. But the statement said, quote, "This has been an extremely emotionally devastating time. All prayers and condolences and well wishes are sincerely appreciated." End of quote. They're saying that the family plans to have a big funeral over Zoom, and that you'll be able to watch it over Zoom and stuff. They say the funeral's gonna be next Wednesday. Now, our prayers and condolences to her family, friends, and loved ones. Anybody going over there to watch the funeral? I mean, y'all going over there to watch? Anybody? I have to work. I don't have. I gotta work. I have a job, and y'all having a funeral on a Wednesday. Some of us work for a living. I don't have time to be taken off, ma'am. My job only allots me a certain number of days for certain family members. We're praying and sending our condolences and thoughtful prayers to your family, friends, and loved ones. But I won't be watching the feud. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Child, Xavier, you going on over there to watch the feud? Xavier, I know you going over there to watch the feud. I'm just saying. Right, we have our sincere prayers and condolences to her family and friends and loved ones. Catherine Powell, you going over there, girl? Catherine, is you going to the funeral? I mean, you need me to drop something off down to the repast for you, Catherine? I'm just saying. Not rest in power to an icon. Hey, Angela, no shade. She wasn't that famous, but considering the show made her look like a hoe, might as well give people a chance to sit her off. I'll be at work. Okay. Girl, I'm gonna be at work. I don't know what y'all want from me. A bitch gotta work. I'll be at work if you need me. So nobody going to the funeral. Nobody's gonna watch the funeral on the Zoom. They got the funeral on the Zoom. You ain't even got to go nowhere. All you have to do is click the button. Some of y'all work from home. Y'all could be doing your work on your computer and have the funeral playing over there on the TV and stuff. Y'all know y'all can multitask and go to that and watch that woman's funeral. Who got the body? Willie Watkins or do Shekinah had a body? Or do Phaedra got the body? Who got the body? I want to do Phaedra. You think Phaedra got the body or do Shekinah? Y'all call her Shekinah. I call her Shekinah. Do Shekinah got the body? Willie Watkins got the body? Who got the body? We saw one of them extravagant Shekinah funerals this past Saturday on Silly Saturday. I'm just saying, girl. Child. Yeah, Shekinah do funerals. Remember, we just showed on this past Silly Saturday, last Saturday, we showed one of the little pictures. I mean, one of the videos from Shekinah's funeral. Or did it get? I don't know. That might have been one of the videos that I had to edit out because it got copyright claim. Out. Go look. It's somewhere. Yeah, we don't really watch Love and Hip Hop no more. I used to do reviews on Love and Hip Hop. Them some of my best reviews. They are. Anyway, moving on. Oh Jesus, we already late. I know Really Be getting ready to go live. Somebody go over there and look and see what time Really Be live is, so I can make sure because I Really Be gonna kill me because I'm way over time. And I know Really Be is gonna cover this tonight, so I ain't got to cover it that much. They're saying that Brittany Eady is not didn't show up to the funeral. They say Mama didn't show up to the not to the funeral. Oh, I said funeral. Freudian slip. They say Brittany Eady didn't show up to the reunion. She didn't. The sources connected to Real Housewives of Atlanta said that they were filming the show today in Atlanta, but they said Brittany Eady wasn't there. They said they was down. I don't know where they was, but they said they was filming it here in Atlanta, and she didn't show up. The bitch ain't shit. They say they still moved on. The show had to go on. But she wasn't there. Cause you ain't shit. Cause bitch, you don't want to have no accountability. Cause bitch, bitches was gonna dog walk your ass verbally. That is, I don't expect nobody to lay no hands on you. But you was gonna get skull drug, bitch. And that's why your ass ain't show up. Cause you ain't shit ass motherfucker. Let's be clear. Look at Harold. Harold said might as well be a feud and the ratings so low. Child, you gonna have more people watching the feud for Kaidia than you gonna have watching the reunion. Child. They say it's gonna be more people on the Zoom to watch the feud next Wednesday than it's gonna be watching the reunion. That's what Harold said. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Didn't they roll the dice on the wrong chick? I mean, she should have been fired. The bitch over there doing revenge porn. She was supposed to be fired. Speaking of this whore, Kenya spoke out about being disappointed that she couldn't go to the reunion. She said, quote, "I'm disappointed to not be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta 16 reunion taping today. Please know I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to all those affected, including Brittany, the cast, crew, guests, and viewers. I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon." End of quote. So you got a new contract? So Bravo just ceremoniously bringing you back? Because you said you look forward to seeing us back on Bravo again. I'm just asking. Does that mean she back already? Not making a massive email. Yeah, Bang Bang didn't show up. Hmm. Oh yeah, she said it wasn't her in the pics. Conveniently. So if it wasn't you in pics, then why is Kenya Moore off the show then? Now that's where I'm at with it. Now, if that wasn't you in the pictures, why didn't you say that shit way long time ago? Why we just hearing about it now? If that wasn't you in the pictures, then shouldn't Kenya be? Girl, let me. I don't care enough about these bitches to to go on and on. And really, B's getting ready to go live, so I gotta move on. We have to move on. We got to get the class over down the hall to really B's class. We have to get the we have to get the students down the hall. So we got this type of time. Moving on. So a judge has shut down DDG's emergency order. Yep. Did. Yeah, a judge said, yeah, we're not here for it. Yeah, shut it down. Yeah, shut it down. Yeah, not here for it. Just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you that's just an update from yesterday. Shut that shit down. Moving on. He ain't shit. Go with God. Um, go with God. Is this our last story of the day? Praise God. In our last story of the day, Jamal Bryant said you ain't shit, Cardi, because we over here on a whole ass uh 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 boycott. I mean, I don't know why you including Cardi. The bitch ain't black. I keep telling y'all she ain't black. Bella Calise ain't black. Y'all keep trying to make her a part of our delegation. She's not. She has black peen in her all the time, but just because you have black meat in you don't mean you black. I'm just saying. This what Jamal said. Jamal said, quote, "Dear Cardi B, grace and peace to you. I come to you with a chest full of love. Over the past couple of months, there has been a national boycott against Target because they have betrayed our community by dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion. African Americans have spent $12 million a day, and yet they don't see us as a viable partner. We've asked them to invest in black banks, black colleges, and black communities, and under pressure from the administration, they haven't felt compelled to even respond. Our unified movement of churches and grassroots organizations has led to a drop in their stock, a reduction in foot traffic, a reduction of their valuation, and a slashing of the CEO's salary. Last we collectively have canceled Target because we don't think patronizing them is the best for our community. When I saw you post a picture of you and your beautiful family in the store, I felt certain that with your demanding schedule, you were probably unaware. Having 163 million following you is a great deal of influence, and many follow your lead. I hope you will visit targetfast.org and walk alongside us. I'm fully aware that you identify as Latino and that you have children that represent both communities. And to that end, you should know the movement has support as well as buy-in from the Latino community and more specifically workers. Your presence to be a part of the most effective boycott in 70 years since the Montgomery bus boycott. In the words of Martin Luther King, a person who doesn't stand for something will fall for anything. End of quote. And that's Jamal Bryant's statement. Y'all know I'm trying to find good words to say because y'all know I can't stand Cardi B. Y'all know I can't stand that hooker. The woman ain't black. Why do you think that she's gonna be involved in your boycott when she ain't black? She don't profess to be black. She don't claim to be black. All she has is black up in her when she has black meat up in her. I'm just saying. She just wants to have a proximity to blackness for the purpose of taking y'all monies. The woman ain't had an album out since God was a child, but y'all keep making her relevant. She ain't shit. Anyway, that's the dossier for today, ladies and gentlemen. We did good. We made it through today, y'all. We made it through. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? Girl, the girls was over here fighting today. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? Did y'all enjoy it? I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm about to get y'all out of here. I know we got to get over to Really Be. Just yesterday, we needed all hands on deck for what? I don't need Cardi B's hand. We need all hands except for her. We don't. I've never asked her for her to be here, and I don't expect for her to be over here, Xavier. I'm not looking for her at all. Put a shondo in the chat if you enjoyed yourself. Hey, Lizgo, I know it's late over there. Lizgo, it's almost 12 o'clock. Down to the London, down to the UK. Go to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. Catch the replay. You know we love you, Lizgo. Go get some rest. Anyway, if you enjoyed yourself today, thank you to all of the Dons that came over. Y'all are welcome to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. We have a good time over here like this every day. And we'd love to have y'all around here, a part of our community, share community every day as we keep you informed. We'll be back tomorrow. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. For those who would like to make a contribution to the channel, you can do so there using that QR code if you would like to make a contribution to the channel. We are grateful for any and everything that you do. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed today. I enjoyed y'all, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. That's all we got for y'all. I'm sending y'all over to Really Be. Just wait right there. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. We will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.